I still remember the sound of their boots on the floor. It was 6:14 a.m. when the police kicked open my door. I was half asleep, the room still dark, when one of them grabbed my arm and twisted it behind my back. I asked what was happening. He said, "You know what you did." I didn't, not yet. By the time they cuffed me, my neighbor had stepped out onto the porch, robe half-tied, watching as they shoved me into the back of the cruiser. The whole street saw me. That was the first time my name became dirt. They said I assaulted her, the girl I babysat, 14 years old. When I took that babysitting job, I was 18, a broke college kid trying to keep up with rent. Her name was Lucy, bright, talkative, always painting her nails different colors. Her parents were gone most weekends, business trips, they said. I didn't ask questions, I just needed the money. Her mother, Diana, was the one who hired me, a real estate agent with a voice that could slice through glass. She looked at me the first day and said, "Just make sure she's safe. Cameras are everywhere, so don't try anything stupid." She smiled after saying it, but something about the way her eyes didn't match her smile stayed with me. Still, I was careful, always. I made her dinner, locked the doors, and stayed downstairs watching TV until her parents came home. Nothing more, nothing less. Until that night. The night everything changed was quiet. Rain against the window, Lucy half asleep on the couch. I told her to go to bed. She smiled, tired, and went upstairs. That was it. I left around 11:30. I even texted Diana when I got home. "All good, Lucy's asleep." She didn't reply. The next morning, I woke to chaos. Handcuffs, accusations. Lucy had told the police I touched her. I didn't even get to finish my sentence in court before they cut me off. No one cared that I had no record. No one cared that I'd never even raised my voice. It was her word against mine. And in this world, a teenage girl's tears crush everything beneath them. I spent 4 months in county jail waiting for trial. 4 months of silence, humiliation, and hatred I didn't earn. People I loved stopped calling. My mother cried every night. But somewhere inside that rot, something sharp started growing. I stopped begging. I started thinking. The evidence against me rested on one thing: a broken living room camera. Diana claimed it stopped recording the night of the incident. Convenient. Too convenient. And something about the timing of her report, the morning after her husband's car got repossessed, kept replaying in my head. From my cell, I started writing letters. Not to her, to everyone around her. Neighbors, building maintenance, even Lucy's school counselor. I needed details, fragments, anything. Then, after weeks, one man wrote back. Mr. Heller, the old neighbor across the street. He said his home security system caught some yelling that night, thought it was thunder at first. He sent a flash drive. My lawyer played it for me in the small visitation room. You could see Diana in her driveway at midnight, dragging a black garbage bag to her trunk. Then, a few minutes later, Lucy, crying, following her mother. You couldn't hear words, but you didn't need to. Diana wasn't protecting her daughter, she was using her. Turns out, the so-called broken camera inside their house wasn't broken at all, it was unplugged. When police searched their home again, they found the feed still saved to the cloud. It showed me tucking Lucy in, locking the doors, and leaving. Nothing else. But it also showed something after I left. Diana whispering something to Lucy, holding her shoulders, then picking up her phone. The truth was brutal in its simplicity. Diana framed me to distract from her husband's bankruptcy. Insurance money, sympathy, lawsuits. When I walked out of prison, I didn't celebrate. I just watched the same people who once avoided me suddenly smile again. But I wasn't the same person anymore. Revenge doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be certain. I filed a civil case, quietly. Not against Lucy, she was a pawn, but against Diana and the police department for wrongful arrest. Then I did something else. I leaked the footage to a journalist I knew from college. Within a week, the video was everywhere. Mother frames babysitter to cover family debt scandal. She lost her job, her license, her reputation. Her husband left. Lucy was placed with relatives. 3 months later, I passed her in a grocery store. She looked thinner, hollow. Her hands trembled as she picked up a carton of milk. She saw me, froze, then looked down. I didn't say a word. I just let silence do what prison couldn't. As I left, I caught our reflection in the freezer glass. Her guilt, my calm. Justice, quiet, complete. People ask me if I forgave her. I didn't. I outlived her in a way she'll never recover from.